Hi everyone, it's Sherry. I hope that you are having a wonderful day. Y'all, let's make this. Stay tuned. Welcome to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to stop by, and welcome to all of my new friends and to all of my new subscribers. And welcome back to all of my longtime friends and longtime subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you happen to just be dropping by today and you're not a subscriber, I hope that you will consider subscribing. Even if you choose not to subscribe to my channel, thank you so much for being here today. Y'all, isn't this beautiful? This is what we're making today. It's a 2023 calendar notepad combo. You can drop it in your purse, book bag, briefcase, or you can carry it just like this. Super easy to make, and I'll give you a closer look in just a minute, but y'all know what time it is. It's time to make it. All right, y'all, so here's a closer look at today's awesome project. When finished, it measures 4 by 6 3/4, and it is 1/2 inch deep. Really, really nice, but when you open it, this is what we have. So it's made just like the larger 2023 calendar combos, but it's the smaller ones. So here's our calendar and our planner on this side, and then we have a really nice 3.5 by 5 inch notepad on this side, made out of very sturdy chipboard, easy to make. Here's what you're going to need to make it. So I have a 3 by 5 notepad that I get from the Dollar Tree. It actually has 3 notepads on it. We'll only be using one on this project because I really don't want it to be a chunky, so we'll be taking it apart and using one. Then I have the 2023-2024 calendar, also from the Dollar Tree. We have 2 pieces of chipboard that measure 4 by 6 3/4. We have 1 piece of chipboard that measures 1/2 inch by 6 3/4. And for my decorative papers, I have a piece that measures 8 by 6 5/8, a piece that measures 8 by 6 1/2, 1 piece that measures 3 5/8 by 8, and 1 piece that measures 10 1/2 by 8 1/2. So to start, we're going to go ahead and put the jacket together. We're going to remove the tape backers. So then I'm going to bring in my piece that measures 8 1/2 by 10 1/2, and we're just going to place these chipboard pieces down like this. And I'll take that center spine and we're going to place it right here. And I think that I might have said the spine was 1/2 inch. It's actually 3/4 inch. I'm going to take this one and put it right there. So then I'm going to take my stylus, press it against the chipboard, and drive it into the paper to create a score. And guys, I will have a few kits of this project available as well. Then I am going to stand this up and train my paper to fold. And then let's miter those edges. And I am making kits available because so many of you have been requesting to either buy paper packs from me or completed kits. And whenever I can, I will make that available. Now I'm going to use my tape runner. I am just going to add some tape on all 4 sides. I'm going to take this, fold it over, use my big old spatula to make sure I get a nice stick. Let's do the same thing here. I'm going to fold over, and fold over right there. Then I'll take some tape, and we're going to place our tape to cover the chipboard. So then we're going to take the piece that measures 8 by 6 5/8, and y'all, that's our liner. And I'm simply going to place tape on all 4 corners or edges. So then we're going to peel away the tape backers from the liner as well as the jacket. And so now let's join the 2 of these together. But what I'm going to be doing is, ordinarily I would try to make sure it was even on both sides, top and bottom. I am going to make sure that the top and the bottom are even, but this time when I place it down, I'm going to place it down with a gap on one side, and you'll see what I mean in just a minute. So I placed that right there, and the reason why I did it this way, instead of cutting up 2 sheets to get this covered as well as the notepad, we're able to cut 1 piece of 12 by 12 and have enough to cover this as well as cover that notepad that will go on the inside. So I'm going to go ahead and just work in and define my spine. Same thing over here. And guys, when you're making these projects, please make sure that you're practicing before you make the project, because I hear it a lot that my good paper was lost because my project didn't quite turn out. When you're making your practice project, you're going to be able to identify if it's going to work or not and where you might need to tweak it, whether that's tweaking the amount of spacing in between your chipboard pieces, or possibly using a thinner liner piece, and maybe even choosing a different outside jacket cover. So just make sure that you are doing some tests before you commit that good paper. So there's our jacket. Love how that looks. I am going to go ahead and just take my calendar out of the sleeve, and we're just going to place down a little bit of tape on the outside of the calendar. Go ahead and place my tape on the back side as well. I'm going to peel away my tape backer. I'm going to take this piece and I'm actually going to place it down, and I'm going to give myself just a little bit of overhang on the edge. And then I'll trim away that overhang. And the reason why I gave myself that overhang is because when I trim away the overhang, then I have a nice edge where none of the calendar is sticking out. I'm going to go ahead and just trim away some of this top, and then we're going to peel away the tape backer. Stand this up and fold it over. And now I can trim away that excess. And trim away this excess. And now we have our beautiful calendar for the inside of our book. So that calendar is going to sit right there. I am going to put mine back in the plastic sleeve. Some of you mentioned that you don't like having the sleeve in yours, and you can certainly remove it. I'm okay with having the sleeve because that gives me a little pocket on the inside as well. So I am going to just tuck this back in and fold that over. And y'all, look at how beautiful that is. So now we're going to take this piece and we're going to place it down right here so you'll never know that that was there. So now I'm going to take my tape and we're just going to add a little bit of tape to the back. And guys, if you don't want to do yours in the way that I'm doing this, you can definitely tweak this project to make it fit how you want it to be. So now I'm just going to take this, and when I put it down, I'm going to make sure that I am not hitting the spine. So I am going to take this and I'm going to bring it in about 1/8 of an inch. And you can see that I have plenty of room on that fold over. And now I'm just going to go in, get this nice and stuck. Now I'm going to take my notepad and I am just going to separate one of the pads, and we'll be placing that right there. And the way that I'm going to do it, I am just going to take this cover that measures 3 5/8 by 8, and we're going to wrap it around the top. Get that crease, and then I'll get that back crease. And we'll fold it. And now I'm going to take just a little bit of tape, place that tape right there, and I'll place some tape right here. And now we can take this, stand it up like that, and fold it over. And now I'm going to take my tape, put a little bit of tape on the back, and a little bit of tape right here. Again, I'm making these as one and dones, but if you don't want yours to be a one and done, you can certainly tweak it and turn it into whatever you want it to be. So I'm going to take this and we're going to place it right there, trying to get it even at the top with the other one. And so I'm going to add just a few decorative elements. I'm going to take a little piece of scrap. We're going to take that scrap, and this piece measures 3 5/8 by 1. And I'm going to place it right there at the top just to complement this side of the book. So then I'm going to take one of my little Dollar Tree roses, and I think I'm going to place it right here at the bottom. So I think I might go with this one. Like that. And then I'm going to add a cut apart that says the secret to having it all is believing you already do. So the kits that I'll be offering are the paper and chipboard kits. The embellishments, I will not be including those because you really need to put your own spin on what it is that you're making. But you will have all of the components needed to make this beautiful project, and then go through your stash and embellish it however you want. And so there we have it. I was going to put something on the front, but then I thought I am just going to leave this alone because I think this is enough. And I really couldn't think of what else I could put on here that would not draw the eye away from this, which I think is very nice. So here is our completed 2023-2024 calendar notepad combo. The small version for the purse, the briefcase, the book bag, or the hand. And y'all, I think that this is awfully stinking cute. And I am going to bring that first one back in so that you can see both of them and just how gorgeous they actually are. And since several of you have asked if I would start selling some of the things that I make on the channel, I will make these available. So if you're interested, head on out there, because these, along with paper kits, will be on my website for sale. And guys, please start checking my website daily, because I'm going to be adding things that I might not necessarily share on the channel that some of you might be interested in. So I hope that you have enjoyed today's super awesome project. And if you have, please hit the like button. If you are not a subscriber to my channel, y'all, I'd love to have you join. Go ahead, hit subscribe. As always, please be safe, be kind, be the reason someone smiles today. Happy crafting, and we'll chat later. Bye.